People, what a day of football! Oh my god! Big up to everyone that is watching this, and as usually, please, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I really appreciate the support, and also like this video. And yeah, I mean, what a game that was, right? Serbia 2, Switzerland 3. Switzerland is through for the run of 16. They will be facing Portugal. And yeah, Brazil lost. And guess what? As you can see in here, I'm not sure if this have ever happened, but in this World Cup, not a single nation had 9 points, like won every game in a group. I'm not actually sure. I didn't have time to check because I've been busy, of course, preparing the live stream. But yeah, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna review the Serbia and Switzerland, and then I'm gonna go through the run of 16, and I'm gonna give my predictions as well. And like I said, big up to everyone that is watching this. Really appreciate the support. If you please could smash the like. If you're new to the channel, really appreciate if you could subscribe. And yeah, yesterday I had a break, but what a day that was yesterday. Japan finished top of the group. Morocco finished top of the group. Germany out in a World Cup for the second time in a row in a group stage as well. But I mean, what a game that was between Serbia and Switzerland. You know, I mean, Serbia attacking, going forward, definitely one of the best nations. So many quality up front. But I did say this. I said for me that one of the most underrated teams in this World Cup. But when it comes to defense, clearly they can't defend. I knew, and I said this few of my shows before the World Cup start, and also said this in few of my podcasts as well, that Serbia is very good going forward, but clearly they can defend. The biggest problem is their defense. Their defense support, and we saw that today. You know, this game finished 3-2. This game could have been about 5-2, 6-2, 6-3 for Switzerland. And guess what? Because Brazil lost, right? Switzerland, I'm going to go through, I'm going to share my screen as well with the final table, but just let me go in the chat just quickly. JA Studio says, Vamos, vamos, vamos. Yes, my brother, big up to you. Good to see you back again on my live stream. And yes, Vamos, Cameroon beat Brazil. And that is, you know, I did not expect, I knew Brazil was going to make a lot of changes, but Brazil hasn't made, you know, win every game in the group stage. This is why I said this is going to be one of the most competitive World Cups ever, right? If not the most competitive. Now, clearly, we can see, because as you can see in here, right? I've got a question for everyone in the chat. Please let me know what is your thoughts. If you think, is this the most competitive World Cup ever? I said before the World Cup start, I say I know it's in Qatar, it's playing in the winter, it's not good, but once the World Cup start, everyone will forget that the World Cup was playing in Qatar, World Cup is in the winter. We will just concentrate on a beautiful game. And I knew that it's going to be very competitive World Cup, and we've seen this, right? No, a single nation had 9 points from any of the groups. So if we actually check, because Brazil got beat today by Cameroon, clearly is up there. You know, definitely will be one of the most competitive World Cup ever. Denmark is out, Belgium is out, Germany is out, Spain was about to go out last night, Brazil was about not to finish top of the group, Serbia very, very good going forwards. You know, so much quality. Very poor defense. I know that. I've said this a few times. I'm going to review the game in a minute. But Serbia is out as well. I mean, what a World Cup this has been. Crazy, crazy. Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. You know, Germany lost to Japan. Spain lost to Japan. Brazil lost to Cameroon today. I mean, what else can we say? Is this the most competitive World Cup ever? Crazy, crazy, crazy. I enjoy every minute so far. I cannot wait for the run of 16. I do believe run of 16, we will probably not see many surprises out there, but who knows? We had few already. We might have even more. Like I said, Big up to everyone who's watching. I've got 7 people watching me right now, and I really appreciate if you could please smash the like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. JA Studios says, the fact that these so-called teams can be beaten, show that small teams can be taken for granted. Argentina beaten by Saudi Arabia, Brazil beaten by Cameroon, Spain and also German losing to Japan. Yes, absolutely agree with you. And like I said, I've just said now, I think this is definitely one of the most competitive World Cup that I ever remember. I've watched 8. This is my 8th World Cup, and I knew and I said before the World Cup start, this is going to be a hell of a World Cup. Few surprises, like I've just mentioned. Belgium is out, Denmark is out, Germany is out, and it's also Uruguay. I forgot about Uruguay. Uruguay is out, right? I mean, goal difference, but they're out. Uruguay, Belgium, Denmark, and Germany, right? All of these nations, clearly before the World Cup start, pretty much the whole world predict them to, qualify for the round of 16, but they haven't. Clearly, they haven't, and we've seen a lot of surprise out there. It's crazy. And like I said, I'm gonna share my screen in a minute, and we was very, very close to have Brazil to finish second of the group. So Switzerland was 3-2 up. I didn't think Switzerland was going to think that Brazil's going to lose to Cameroon. So they slowed down. They was defending. They knew they had to win to qualify because Cameroon won. But I don't think, Switzerland players was thinking that Cameroon, even Brazil changed, basically everyone. I don't think that, Switzerland team, the players was expecting that Cameroon to beat Brazil. So let me just quickly share my screen right now. As you can see in here, you guys can see. Let me see. I'm just gonna check if you can see. Yes, now you can see it, right? So Brazil finished top of the group, obviously with goal difference, and also head to head they beat Switzerland. But remember, goal difference is always goes to who who scored more. And okay, goal difference in here, Brazil has 2, Switzerland has 1. So if Switzerland would have scored the 4th goal against Serbia, means that it would have been goal difference would have been +2 for Switzerland, +2 for Brazil. But let's not forget that Uruguay got knocked out today because they conceded less goals than because they score less goal than South Korea did. So this means that, let me just actually double check before I actually, I probably will come up with something wrong in here, but let me just check quickly, because Switzerland would have scored more goals than Brazil. Switzerland would have finished top of the group, right? So how crazy would be that? Like I said, let me just go through another comment here from Alberto says, I have missed a few matches, but that's definitely the most competitive World Cup ever. Like I said, I think I said this before the World Cup start, and clearly we've seen this is probably the most competitive ever that I ever seen, definitely. Look, Uruguay is out, Denmark is out, Belgium is out, Germany was out, Brazil was about to finish second in the group, Spain could have gone out yesterday if Costa Rica could have held their 2-1 against Spain. But going back to today's game, right? Like I said, great game to watch. I'm going to quickly give 5 minutes just to review the game, and then I will move on with, Switzerland could have finished second in the group. Then I'm going to, top of the group. Then I'm going to go through the run of 16, start tomorrow from Netherlands against USA tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to watch. Then tomorrow night is going to be Argentina against Australia. And I will be watching both of the games. I will be doing the reviews as well. Most likely, I will probably do all the games in a run of 16. I'm not guaranteed yet, because you guys know I always, doing a lot of live streams, putting so much hard work. This is what I say. If you're watching me, new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and I really appreciate that. And also make sure you smash the like on this video. So yes, going with today's game. What a game, right? But too many mistakes, right? All the 5 goals, yeah, great goals, great finish, but all from big mistakes. And not to happen goals in football, you have to have mistakes has to happen for the goals to happen, right? But you cannot, Serbia could not qualify making these amounts of mistakes they made today. That defense is just horrible. Don't get me wrong, Serbia going forwards, they're absolutely amazing, right? They've scored um 3 goals against Cameroon and 2 goals today. So they score 5 goals, but they did concede 2 against Brazil, 3 against Cameroon, and there was 3-1 up, and also concede 3 goals today. So Serbia concede 8 goals, right? They score 5, but they concede 8 goals. If you in a group stage in this kind of tournaments, in a World Cup, you concede this amount of goal, 8, there's no way you're gonna make it through. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, because let's say if Serbia would have win 4-3 today, they most likely will have. They probably would have gone through. Maybe no, because Cameroon's win, so goal difference would have probably be better for Cameroon. But let's say Serbia would have won 4-3, and then Brazil would draw to Cameroon or beat Cameroon. Serbia would have got through after even concede 8 goals. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, I think Switzerland fully deserved the second place in this group. Was the better team. A lot of people predict Switzerland to go through. I predict Serbia. Unfortunately, they didn't make it. Not with that defense. Very, very poor. I was shocking to see Serbian defense on this group. It was just shocking. With today game, Switzerland was better team, had the better chance as well, more chances. Switzerland today could easily have scored more because Serbia defense was all over the place. And a lot of Serbia players clearly is not fit. We saw Mitrovic play today, scored a goal, and we've saw Vlahovic hasn't really been fit. He hasn't really been fit for Juventus. Like Mitrovic was just before the World Cup start, he was injured for Fulham as well. They've got quality players like the likes of Milikovic, Savic for Lazio, Tadic as well for Ajax. A lot quality going forward, but clearly they can't defend. Their defense is what basically, they got knocked out because having a poor defense. Like I said, overall, Switzerland deserved to win the match today. Excited to watch. Me as a football fan, I had to pick between to watch Cameroon against Brazil or watch Serbia Switzerland. I knew Serbia Switzerland would have been a better game. At the end, okay, probably a lot of people like I did. I switch it over with Cameroon and celebrate. I bought my car, whatever his name is. He got sent off after celebrate. It was crazy to watch to celebrate as well. Cameroon thought they did it, but they knew that Switzerland was winning as well, 3-2. So at the end of the day, yes, like I said, great game to watch. The better team won, the better team qualified as well. But what are you excited in? And the main thing in here was, like I said, Switzerland players probably did not realize that, Cameroons had any chance to beat Brazil, even after Brazil changing basically the whole team, the whole 11 today. And Switzerland, with one more goal, Switzerland would have gone through. I know there was a lot extra time and the players was basically fighting against each other. And the ref gave, I think, in overall total was like 11, 12 minutes extra time. But Switzerland never realized they need another goal basically to finish top of the group, because that's what it counts, goal difference. Always goal difference, head to head, and then cards. But Switzerland need one more goal basically to finish top of the group. But like I said at the beginning of this live stream, and I did show as well, I said in here, right? Not a single nation had 9 points from any of the groups. This clearly shows how competitive this World Cup has been. And also, I cannot remember because I haven't actually have time to look as well, that if this actually ever happened, not a single nation to have 9 points. I don't know. If some of you guys watching this, if that haven't been in there or now, if this is actually the first time I remember, if I remember, I have, this is the first time that we've seen in a World Cup with not a single nation, had 9 points from any of the groups. So let's see if this was the first time. I think it is, but I'm not going to say yes because I haven't had time to actually check. How crazy is that? Absolutely skins. I mean, it was just crazy, 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 crazy. But look, like I said, basically review the game. Switzerland come out of top better as a team overall. Switzerland, we knew Switzerland is better. Serbia has more power going forwards, but overall as a team, Serbia can defend, and we saw that today, and basically got them knocked out. But what end on Cameroon's game with that goal from Abombaka. Oh man, then he celebrate and then he got red card because he was already on yellow card. He celebrate, he took his shirt off and then was all over the place. It would be nice. I would absolutely love to see Cameroons to go through. That would just been crazy. So Switzerland will be facing Portugal, Brazil will be facing South Korea. So I will go through the run of 16 and give my predictions and my thoughts as well. So Alberto says, I think Switzerland needed to win by 3 goals to go top of the group. What I'm thinking of about in here is what happened to Uruguay today, right? So Uruguay today got knocked out just because South Korea had scored the most goals. They scored more goals than Uruguay did. So the goal difference was the same, but the goal difference was the same, but South Korea had scored more goals. And in here, as you can see in here, Switzerland scored more goals than Brazil. So Brazil has only scored 3 goals, and Switzerland scored 4 goals, right? So if Switzerland would have beat Serbia by 4-2, it would have been Switzerland with 5 goals scored, Brazil with 3. 1 goal conceded for Brazil, 3 conceded for Switzerland, but it counts the goals you score. So Switzerland score more. I think Switzerland would have finished top of the group. Goal difference, but who scores more? If it's the same, and on this case, it would have been level. So let me just see what Steve said. No, I think 1 more goal was enough for Switzerland to go top. Exactly. Exactly what happens to South Korea and Uruguay, because both had the same goal difference, but the reason South Korea went through, obviously head to head as well. Head to head was a draw. I know Brazil beat Switzerland head to head, but remember, first is goal difference, and Brazil, Switzerland, unless this just comes to goal difference, I mean, it's strange. It's actually weird to actually work it out how he actually would have work, because head to head, obviously Brazil beat Switzerland, so I'm not sure. But anyways, big up to everyone that is watching this. Like I said, I review the Serbia Switzerland. Great game to watch. Too many mistakes. All the 5 goals that happened from Serbia and Switzerland game was mistakes through both defense, but clearly Serbian defense is very poor. Shocking. Going forwards, yeah, they're amazing, but not defense. They are really bad. That's why they got knocked out. And you know what? This is a surprise as well. Serbia have actually finished last in this group. I did not expect that. So big up to Steve. Steve says they would have scored 5 goals. Brazil only scored 3. Exactly what I said, because South Korea qualified over Uruguay. It was shame. I mean, it was sad to see. Wish Suarez in tears and stuff. Uruguay basically, and on the other side, it was good to see South Korea. I mean, it's always nice to see. There's always going to be one winner at the end. There's only going to be one winner. We would love to see, Uruguay to qualify, South Korea to qualify. Like today, I would love to see Cameroon and Switzerland to qualify, but football is like that. At the end, is only one winner. Shame we can have 2 or 3 winners. It's like at the end of this World Cup, like I said, an amazing World Cup, the most competitive. There's not a single nation that had 9 points in any of the groups in this World Cup, right? I don't know if this ever happened before. I can't remember this happened before. I expect a lot of nations out there, like Brazil, an example, Argentina, France as well, to finish top of the group easy with winning every game. But clearly, no one had made 9 points in any of the groups in this World Cup. And also, let me see. Da Silva says, Steve, I think you are right. Switzerland need to win by 2 clear goals. Exactly. That's what I said. Because it's the same thing that, like South Korea and Uruguay. That's the only thing that South Korea qualified was only because they score more goals than Uruguay. Their goal difference was the same. Yeah. If you actually work out between scoring and conceding, that was the same. But South Korea went through just because they score more goals than Uruguay. Shame, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna look in a minute. I'm gonna go through the run of 16. Like I said, start from tomorrow. Netherlands against USA tomorrow. Then we're gonna have tomorrow night. We're gonna have Argentina, Australia. Can we see any upset tomorrow? Can we see the American upset the Dutch? Can we see the Kangaroos upset del barbecue, el asado argentino? I don't know. Let's wait and see. I'm gonna give my predictions. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna give my thoughts. But do you know what? Whatever you predict in this World Cup, predict, but make sure you take your hat off. Predict with luck. Make sure when you predict the run of 16, just predict but say in football anything can happen because we've seen enough surprise. Like I said, Germany is out, Denmark is out, Belgium is out, Uruguay is out. And Brazil was so close not to finish top of the group, right? Argentina was close not to finish top of the group. Argentina was close not to qualify. I mean, this World Cup's just been absolute crazy. Japan finished top of the group. Morocco finished top of the group. Japan beat Germany. Japan beat Spain. What more can we do? South Korea beat Portugal today. And no, Portugal changed their 11 today. Portugal actually made quite a few changes today, but still, Portugal is Portugal. So many surprises in this World Cup. Absolutely unbelievable. So Steve says, I think Switzerland didn't really check that game because then for Brazil would have definitely won. They just want to do the job to go through. Exactly. That's what I said. I think when Switzerland, because all Switzerland had to do today was what they did, winning the game to go through. They knew 6 points was definitely guaranteed them a run of 16. And then when they was 3-2 up, and I know they knew that Brazil was still 0-0. And come on, let's be honest. Even though that Brazil changed most of the squad today, a lot of people did not expect Cameroon to beat Brazil. So Switzerland thought just hold the score, and then after it wasn't really much time. I know there was a lot extra time, but Switzerland did not want to take the risk to go and try to score another goal to finish top of the group, and then they could have conceded a goal and they would be out of the World Cup. Like so, what Steve say, and I absolutely agree with you. Exactly the same what I said. So fair play. Switzerland made it. Switzerland will play Portugal, and I'm guarantee you, it's not going to be easy for Portugal. Switzerland always seems to do well in the groups and always seems to do well against big nations. Look how they did, last Euro against France. We saw they did in a few World Cups as well. They made a few upsets. So it's going to be tough. Tough for Portugal, it will be. I think Portugal will do it because Portugal, of course, squad overall has a better squad, but Switzerland will definitely make it hard. Like I think everyone else out there will make it hard. Run of 16 is going to be excited to watch. There's not an easy game in this World Cup. Today was another proof that, we've seen South Korea beat Portugal, we've seen Cameroon beat Brazil. Another proof from what we've seen yesterday, Japan once again after beating Germany, and Japan beating Spain. This is a wake up call for all the football fans out there, to think that, in this World Cup there's not an easy game. So, people, like I said, I've done it, I've gone through. Let's just quickly go for the round of 16. I'm just going to quickly change my screen. Knocked out in here. I'm going to zoom it back a little bit so everyone that can watch as well with me, and we're going to give our thoughts and predictions. So let me see how the screen looks in the minute. I will zoom a little bit more so everyone will see it, and we're going to go through all the round of 16, and I'm going to give my predictions and my thoughts. But before that, Steve says Switzerland made it very hard for Brazil, because I don't think Brazil deserves 3 points in that game. I mean, Switzerland played well. What to finish by Casemiro that completely unblocked that game. But yeah, Switzerland is always a tough team to beat. Switzerland always make hard for everyone, and Switzerland for sure they will make hard against Portugal. I don't know why we haven't got an update in here. Let me just quickly refresh to see if we actually have an update in here. Yes, it has been updating here now. So I'm gonna zoom a little bit more, then we can actually go through. I'm gonna go with tomorrow games. I do this. It's easy to do that like this, right? Tomorrow, then we got in the next ones as well. So we've got, as you guys can see in here, let me just quickly. King of Football says, "Hey brother, hi my brother, big up to you, Moroccan brother. Really good to see you. Make sure you like this stream as well, and whoever is watching new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and I really appreciate the support. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be back to review straight away the Netherlands against USA, and then tomorrow night as well I will be coming back again once again, like I've done a lot of reviews in this World Cup against after the Argentina Australia. And King of Football says, "You are the best, really appreciate. I'm looking forward to seeing Morocco against Spain. That's going to be an interesting game and excited to watch." I think, like I said, the run of 16 is going to be excited to watch. But big up to you, my brother, really appreciate the support. So in here, as you guys can see on the screen, start from tomorrow. Netherlands against the Americans, the Dutch against America, and we've got Argentina. El Hermanos Argentinos against the Kangaroo Australia. I mean, can they do it? Netherlands against America. Please, everyone that is watching this, let me know what is your predictions for tomorrow games for the round of 16. And like I said, I'm going to go through every single game, round of 16. I'm going to give my predictions and my four. And of course, I want to hear from you guys. I would love to hear from you guys. What is your thoughts? So King of Football says, talk about Morocco. Yes, I will go through Morocco as well. Morocco against Spain, round of 16. But before that, my man, I'm going to go through Netherlands against America. So Netherlands against America. Netherlands finished top of the group. Tough games they had. They wasn't the best team in that group. Definitely not. Senegal for me was the better team in that group, but they made it. Then they finished top of the group. USA was definitely the better team after England on that group. Deserves to go through as a second. Tomorrow, predictions for tomorrow, everyone, and force tomorrow. Can we see an upset? Can we see America with Trump, going to Amsterdam, having a smoke, a joint, and destroy the Dutch? Can we see that happen? I don't think that's going to happen. For me, I'm going to predict the Netherlands to go through. This American side, they did well in the group, going through. England could not beat them. They did not lose a single game. But young talent, I do not rate USA coach. I think he's he's very poor. He's been making a lot of mistakes in this World Cup. I said this, right? But they haven't lost a game. They drew to England, they drew to Wales, and they beat Iran. just, but they made it through without getting beaten on that group. Tomorrow, I still think Netherlands has more quality, and I think they will just make it. Will be a tough game, like USA made it tough against England, Wales, and Iran, but I do believe Netherlands will win tomorrow. And I'm gonna go for a nice prediction 2-1 Netherlands tomorrow. So then tomorrow night we've got Argentina versus the Kangaroos. This was a big, big, big surprise. Not surprised from Argentina and finish top of the group. You know, most of us, we all expect Argentina to finish top of the group, even after losing to Saudi Arabia, because that was a farce of many shockings we've seen in this World Cup so far. So they still made it top of the group. Great performance against Poland. Argentina had. Pretty sure going to give them confidence tomorrow against Australia. One of the biggest surprises in this World Cup so far. With a group with Tunisia, Denmark, and France, they made it through second with the same points as France, 6 points. The only game they lost was against France 4-1, the open game for them. But tomorrow, I am going to go for nicely Argentina 3-0 tomorrow. I think Argentina is, you know what? Anything can happen in football. I'm in here, I'm giving my fours, I'm predicting, but we've seen what I've seen already in this World Cup. Too many surprises already. Germany out, Belgium out, Uruguay out, Serbia out. I mean, how crazy has been this World Cup? And also having Morocco, because someone's in a live chat is talking about Morocco. Having Morocco finish top of the group, having Japan finish top of the group. Brazil was about to finish second in a group and face Portugal. How crazy that would be. It's just what a World Cup. I've lost for words, like I said. I'm gonna predict like I'm predicting, but remember anything can happen. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Argentina nicely 3-0. So moving into Sunday games, this is tomorrow games. Moving into Sunday games, we've got the one of the biggest surprise in this World Cup, of course, because we had that's Monday. Let me just quickly change because I know that quickly. Yes, that's the Sunday game. So Sunday we've got France against Poland, then we've got England against Senegal, right? France finished top of the group like we expect. I know they lost to Tunisia, but remember they changed most of the squads. And fair play to Tunisia, deserves to beat France, but this France is too good. For me, still, of course, one of the favourites. Then Brazil and Argentina, for me, are the three biggest favourites. And France, I do not rate Poland. I think Poland is very, very poor. So I do expect France to beat Poland on Sunday and nicely win, I would say 3-1, 3-0 France. I cannot say an upset in here, but who knows? We've seen too many surprises already. So Steve says, Alele is blue, always, always, always. Onto the ball, big up to you, my man. Hope you get well soon, because I need to have you in here. I would love to hear your thoughts on a drama so far in this World Cup. Remember, there's not a single nation that has actually had 9 points, won every game in their group. I don't know if this ever happened before, but in this World Cup, and I think this is the most competitive World Cup that we ever seen. Belgium now, Germany now, Uruguay now, and too many surprises. Japan finished top of the group. Morocco finished top of the group. We've seen few upsets, but it would be nice to see you on a stream. Like I said, Brazil was 1 goal away. If Switzerland would have made it a fourth goal, Brazil would have finished second in the group and faced Portugal. So this World Cup's been absolutely crazy. Onto the ball says, come on, England. England will not win the World Cup. You should know that. But who knows? Anything can happen. We've seen too many surprises. Thanks, brother. You're still ill. You had a big weekend. Too many drinks, hangover for about 1 week. That's the price you pay for drinking too much. But big up to you, my man. Hopefully tomorrow you'll be okay. Let's see. I'm doing 2 streams tomorrow. I'm doing for the Netherlands against America, and also I'm doing for the Argentina against Australia. Then I'll be back Sunday. I'm gonna do a review for France, Poland as well. Then England, Senegal. Football Ferreira does not stop. Like I said, I've got 8 people watching me. It's good. Really appreciate. If you're new to the channel, make sure subscribe. Make sure you put a bell on as well. Football Ferreira will go till the end of the World Cup, and I actually got the World Cup trophy somewhere in here behind. Yeah, maybe Maradona will come from heaven and bring it to Football Ferreira. I've got the World Cup trophy in here somewhere. Surprise, surprise, surprise! It will come very soon. Don't worry. And it says England to beat Senegal 2-0. I think it's going to be tough. Senegal for me was the better team in that group. That group A, Senegal should have gone through. And Steve says the ref made Tunisia beat France because he should have been a draw if they follow the rules right. So why bend the rule when it suits them? I mean, typical. We saw what happened with Spain yesterday, right? The ball is out clearly. The whole world saw the VAR review. So what was they doing? Was they watching the Piers Morgan interview with Cristiano Ronaldo? I don't know what the VAR was actually doing. What was the fucking about the VAR was doing yesterday? I mean, that was shocking. We cannot have this in football. VAR was to make better, right? What did it happen in there yesterday? What was the VAR doing yesterday? I want to know what the VAR was doing. Watching porn or having sex? I don't know. Watching Piers Morgan? Shocking, shocking decision yesterday. And you know what? That decision clearly knocked out the Germans. Yes, I was happy to see German go out because no one wants to face German. I know this German is not one of them, probably one of the most poor German sides that I ever remember to watch. But German is always German. There's a low quality out there. That wasn't good in the group. They deserve to get knocked out, especially in the first game after getting losing against Japan. But yesterday the VAR was shocking. Like I said, VAR yesterday was watching porn, was watching Piers Morgan, probably shagging Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't fucking know what happened. I don't know what VAR was doing yesterday. Absolutely shocking. And the VAR will decide what way the wind blows. Dangerous. Very true. After what happened yesterday, after what we've seen, and I've mentioned this on my live stream the other day about Canada against Belgium, right? Canada against Belgium was shocking. There's a lot of offside. That Canada, the player was never offside. Canada should have another penalty. The VAR has been shocking, but oh well, who knows what is going to happen. I just think the VAR, like I said, VAR comes to make things better. Any mistakes from the ref, VAR is in there to change and to clearly, make fair for everyone. But they're not doing. VAR is making as many mistakes as it was without VAR before. There's not a difference. Having VAR now and then not having VAR before is not making any difference because we've seen the same mistakes. Then clearly not covering any of the mistakes like we saw yesterday. And Steve says, yes, this is what I'm talking about when Griezmann. But look, he's what he is. And look, I'm going to go through. I say France to win, to beat Poland, run of 16, easy. Probably Mbappe, double Mbappe. This guy is on fire. He wants this World Cup. He's won one already, 19 years old. Clearly he wants another World Cup. You can tell that he was prepared and he's prepared to try and win another World Cup with France. And then, of course, if a lot of people think France will turn up like they did against Tunisia, you are wrong. If Poland turns up like they did in all the groups in all the games in the group stage, they will get hammered by France. Because Poland did not deserve to go through. Poland, after Argentina, was not the better team in that group, right? Poland was lucky against Mexico. I know they missed a penalty, they wasn't that good. Against Argentina, they should have get beat by Argentina by 5 or 6-0. And against Saudi Arabia, the difference that game was that they took the chances. Saudi Arabia didn't. Because Saudi Arabia had too many chances before Poland actually taking their chances. So I expect France to easily beat Poland 3-0, 3-1. I cannot see an upset here. I've seen so many surprises, but who knows? Tomorrow, like Sunday after the game, I might be in here, maybe cry a little bit and go, wow, what just happened in here? Poland actually just beat France. But I don't think that's going to happen. Let's wait and see. England, Senegal, right? Senegal finished second of the group, Netherlands finished top, but Senegal for me was the best team in that group A. The group with the host Qatar, with Netherlands, and also with Ecuador. Ecuador was good in the first 2 games, but Ecuador was shocking against Senegal. Senegal deserved to win that game, and Senegal overall was the better team and they should have easily finished top of the group. But England, top of the group, it, we haven't seen the best of an England. First game, yes, 6-2 against Iran. Great performance, don't get me wrong, but there's always still that mistakes in there with Maguire at defence as well. And having Gareth Southgate basically picking his favourite players. We saw once again Rashford, Phil Foden as well. The difference this guy is making instead of bringing in, Mason, no bad player, but definitely not way nearly as good as Phil Foden. Different gravy, like the English people say, is different gravy. And I could mention a few more players, but I'm not going to go into the details. I do believe England will go through, but it's going to be hard. Like I said, I will predict, I will give my fours, but no, at the end of 19 minutes, at the end of a football game, after extra time, after 120 minutes, after a penalty shootout, remember, people, anything can happen in a football game. So England will make it by 1 goal difference. I think maybe 2-1. It's going to be a tough game. A 1-0. I can't see this game being a competitive game like this World Cup has been. And if we see a surprise, I wouldn't be surprised because before the World Cup start, I actually predict round of 16 between England and Senegal, and I actually predict Senegal to go through. But remember, Mane was still in my head, and everyone else. And Mane, without Mane, Senegal, they proved they're good, they can do it. They did in a Group A, but it's not the same team. It's not the same gravy. It's like you eating, chocolate with cream and chocolate without cream. It's like you drinking a beer with alcohol and a beer without alcohol, right? It's exactly the same. So Steve says when Griezmann scored, the ref had to make a decision before the game reply. Otherwise, it's done. VAR can't intervene no more. Then the ref blow kickoff and the final whistle. The refuse the goal serious. I mean, yes, it's shocking. Like I said, we've seen Spain yesterday, that Japan, how did VAR did not deserve that goal. I don't know how. Like I said, VAR, all the refs that was in the VAR room yesterday, even way, or they was watching porn, too much porn, or there was, I don't know, and I was watching, Piers Morgan and Cristiano Ronaldo shagging each other. I don't know what happened. This kind of decisions like yesterday cannot happen. VAR is in there to make it better, not to make it worse than it was before without having VAR. So that's what all I have to say. So let me just quickly go. I've gone already through. I predict Netherlands to beat USA tomorrow. Argentina should easily do Australia. Then Sunday, France, Poland. France, like Steve says, Aleles Blues. Yes, there's going to be no mercy from Mbappe to all the Poland players on Sunday. England, just about. They will do it, but just about. I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes to extra time or even Senegal. Surprise, surprise, corner last minute, extra time, Maguire on goal. You expect everything from Maguire. But yeah, um, England to go through. So Monday, there we go. Monday we've got in here. Let me just quickly put this up for you, amazing people. Really appreciate the support, everyone that is watching. Always people that subscribe to my channel, always watch my stream. Really can't thank you guys enough. So we've got Japan, Croatia. What can I say in here, right? Japan surprise in one of probably the toughest group on a paper, right? Having Germany and Spain, everyone predict most. I'm not going to say everyone. There's always someone out there will predict Japan to go through. I actually had a guy that was with me. He actually predicted Japan to go through, but on a paper, you never thought that Japan would finish top of the group or even knocked out German. Japan, Croatia, tough one. Croatia finished second, drawing the last game against Belgium, but Belgium was knocked out. Another big surprise as well. But I think Croatia will do it. I think the style of football Japan plays, I've watched them before. I've watched them in this World Cup. Sorry, I've watched this. I've watched them in this World Cup. I do believe that Japan will not beat Croatia. It doesn't matter now. Like Steve says in here, like he says, Japan beat Spain and Germany, right? Fair enough. They did, and they deserve. It was amazing overall as a team. But like I said, the style of football of Croatia, I think Croatia will beat Japan, right? It's going to be a tough game, and don't get me wrong. If there's another surprise, I don't think we will be surprised after Japan surprising Spain and Germany. If they go and surprise Croatia in the round of 16, I don't think a lot of people will be shocked after what they've done already. And also, I've gotten here true gunner, vamos, vamos, vamos. I should have reviewed the Cameroon Brazil. I probably will get more people to watch me, but never mind. But always for Brazil game wasn't really interesting until that year, and that goal completely changed everything, and that could have knocked out put Brazil in a second place. Switzerland only need one goal, but big up to you, my brother. Really appreciate the support. Make sure that you smash the like as well, and everyone that is watching. I still got 7 people watching me, but like I said, Japan, Croatia, I'm gonna go for Croatia. I think Croatia will do it. Just do it. Croatia haven't lost a game as well in this World Cup. I know Japan lost to Costa Rica. That was shocking performance as well by Japan. But I am going for Croatia to beat Japan, and I'm going Brazil, South Korea. What we're saying? Cameroon beat Brazil. South Korea beat Portugal. What we're saying? I mean, what are we saying in here? Brazil, of course. Everyone should be back. Neymar, I'm not sure if Neymar actually is going to start this game. I don't, just because it's South Korea, but then you know what is coming, and we know what is going to happen. If you go up there like Argentina did, had that attitude against Saudi Arabia and got beat. If Brazil goes out there having the same attitude that we've seen in this World Cup already, like German attitude against Japan, Argentina attitude against Saudi Arabia, they will lose. I'm telling you, Brazil will lose against South Korea because they go players, they can score, they work hard, they're gonna make hard for Brazil. But I do believe if Brazil goes in there with that mentality they got 5 times, World Cup winners. I do believe Brazil will beat South Korea 3-0, 3-1 maybe. But like I said, anything can happen. So yeah, that's my Monday games predictions for the round of 16. And I'm gonna move, just sharing the screen right now. So I'm gonna go for, I've done the Sunday one as well. So I'm going from Monday to Tuesday now, and that's the last 2 games from round of 16 interesting games in here, like I've mentioned already, right? We've got, let me just quickly go through Steve comment in here saying, Rudiger, Japan must be laughing at you. Now, hopefully, if Japan score against Croatia, they can do that, celebrate. And now they're all gone like this, all the German players. Wasn't nice to see, but look, is what it is. So we've got in here, we've got Morocco, Spain. That's Tuesday, the first game, and Portugal, Switzerland. Tough, tough games. Look, Morocco finished top of the group, right? So Morocco finished top of the group with Croatia and Belgium on it, and of course Canada, right? Canada lost every single game, but Canada made competitive. Canada did actually played well. So tough one, but I do think Spain will do it. Spain will do it, but Spain will just do it. I don't think whoever wins on this game, like between Morocco and Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, will be facing on the next run. Will be facing in the quarterfinals. So I think Spain will do it. Like I said, it's not going to be easy. Morocco had proved already they can beat, anyone like they did. They beat Belgium, they drew to Croatia, and they beat Canada. So, and we've seen so many surprises in this World Cup. We've seen Uruguay out, Germany out, Belgium out, Denmark out, and we've seen Spain finish second. Argentina was about to go knocked out, finish second. Brazil was so close to finish second in the group today. How crazy. I mean, this World Cup's just been, for me, definitely the most competitive one. So, Spain will do it just to probably 1 goal difference, or this game might end up going in an extra time. But I do believe Spain will do it. Spain has the quality, but also Morocco has the quality too. And they proved that they can do it. So, Portugal, Switzerland. Portugal, first 2 games, yeah, they win. They did not play amazing. I didn't think Portugal against Ghana was anything special. Portugal against Uruguay, they had their moments like Uruguay did, but then Portugal, fair play and credit to them. They managed to beat Uruguay 2-0, but today, I know they changed the squad. Like France changed a lot of their squad against Tunisia, and they got beat by Tunisia. Brazil today changed a lot of their squads. They got beat by Cameroon, right? They all still finished top of the group. Portugal today changed a lot of their squads, but Portugal still has a lot of quality players. If you look Portugal's squad on the paper, probably Portugal has on the paper one of the best squads out there. And Cristiano Ronaldo started the game as well, so fair play to South Korea beating Portugal, but Switzerland. What a game today against Serbia. I reviewed the game already today, and yeah, fully deserved to go through as well. But if Cameroon would have Medi, I would still be happy for Cameroon. But Switzerland, Portugal, Switzerland always make hard for everyone. So I expect to be a very tough game. Another one. I think all the games from round of 16, there's not an easy game out there. This is the mentality of like now. I think everyone will have the mentality that after seeing what happened in the group stage, there's not a single easy game out there. There's not a single game anymore because no one could actually make 3 wins, 3 out of the 3 games. Not one did it. Not a nation has made 3 wins from any of the groups in this World Cup. It shows how competitive it is. So I think Portugal will do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if this game actually go a draw, extra time, or even Switzerland surprise, because Switzerland already showed they can surprise, and who knows. But I do think Portugal will make it. Then we're gonna see a semi-final between Spain and Portugal as El Hermanos. Portugal, as most of you guys know, is only next to Spain, so it's gonna be an Iberica derby. It's going to be good to a classic, I would say. So JA Studio says Argentina tomorrow 7 o'clock UK time. Yeah, Korea, and I cannot wait. It's going to be absolutely amazing to watch. Definitely excited to watch. And like I said, I will be doing a match review straight after the Argentina against Australia, because then Argentina, if Argentina beats Australia tomorrow, they will know who they will be facing in the in the quarterfinal. That winner will become from the game between the Netherlands against the Americans. So let's wait and see. But people, really appreciate the love and support as always. Like I said, I cannot thank you guys enough. Always supporting me. Like I said, I've been doing the YouTube for about 6 months and always have so much support from everyone. I cannot thanks enough. Everyone that subscribes to the channel, everyone that likes my stream, always shows so much support on the live chat. You know, you guys know I really appreciate, and I will keep coming back. That's the reality. I'm actually just checking something in here, just quickly. But yeah, like I said, much love to everyone, and I really appreciate the support. And Football Ferreira will see you all very soon tomorrow, straight after the Netherlands America. I'll be back with a match review, and I will be back straight as well against the game Argentina Australia. Sunday I will be back as well after France against Poland to review the game, and also England against Senegal. And Monday, I'm not sure yet. I may just do one game, because Monday we have Japan, Croatia, and then Brazil, South Korea. So I might actually do both of the games as well. Not sure just yet. And also back in here Tuesday, I will be doing definitely both of these games. I will be doing the review straight after the Morocco, Spain, and also Portugal, Switzerland. Can we see any surprise? Who knows? Let's wait and see. Look, a massive thank you to everyone that always support. On your way out, if you're new to the channel, just please support and subscribe, and I really appreciate it. Much love. Good night to everyone from Ferreira. We'll be back tomorrow. God bless you all.